What's up, buddy? You are first. What's going on, Merkley? Owen. Gotcha. Gotcha, bud. Dang, you're not letting me set a goal. That's weird. Let me see if I can do one on here. No, it will not. It won't let me do a goal. It won't let me do a goal. And that's okay. Dude, I've been busy. So my daughter's birthday was a couple days ago. And so I've been busy. But you'll notice, everyone, that we have a new friend here in the lineup. We've got our second cowboy gun. Baba 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 baba. Yeah, Sammy, if you're just barely at 50 or so subscribers, it does some weird things for your first little bit. It makes it a little bit harder than I think it should be to go live. Don't mind all the clanking around. Damn it. Don't mind all that. I'm gonna fix it. It is a Henry, Mr. Merkley. It's a Henry lever action. It is the newest member of our family. I picked it up yesterday. There we go. Yep. So we have Henry Golden Boy out on the floor. That's right. I'm just gonna put this right here. You guys know what's in that bag. That's right. Friends. There we go. Slap a flamingo. I wish that you guys could have gun laws like that. I wish you could. But let's start our night off right with our little friendly song. Oh, I gotta do this. I'm sorry, guys. Gotta make sure that it's pointed in the right direction. Just a little bit angled up. And I'm seeing technical difficulties, everyone. Hold on. 20 people. Welcome. There we go. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day to be a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? There we go. The jacket's on. Subscribe. Thank you. If you donate to the channel, you get Mega Nerf depleted uranium bolt caster Magnum Halo round shots. That's how we celebrate. Murph, how did your shadow systems get stolen, bud? How did that happen? Cap Turka, I do not speak Russian. I see something about the Socialist Soviet something. It says CCCP, so I'm assuming you're talking about either the Soviet Union or Communist China. I'm not either one of them. It is really blurry. What's up with that? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Is that better? Is that better, everybody? Is that better? Hey, Jesus, what's going on? You can't even tell that the lever action's the brass. That's okay. Well, welcome everyone to the Below Average Utah Dad channel. I'm Below Average Utah Dad. Thank you. Welcome. Red Band, what's going on? Someone broke into your car? Dude, that sucks. Sounds good, Sammy. Good luck. If you go live, let me know, and I'll try to send some folks to go check you out, bud. Gun shops, dude. Cal Ranch is open. Hey, everybody, welcome. We got 48 people watching. First of all, who wants to be our banner? Who wants to write a lovely banner message like double tap the screen and like, or like and subscribe, or like and share? Oh, Monkey's got a point. He's got a stick that's shaped like a gun. That is pretty epic. Monkey, that's true. If you have a gun-shaped stick, that's pretty awesome. I have a hammer. It's kind of shaped like one, see? A hammer can sometimes be shaped like a gun. But, Monkey, I have one of these. Do you have one of these? I feel like this trumps the stick. Am I a mountain Jew? I don't know what that means, so probably no. Jorge, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, Murph, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that happened. Obviously there's not a lot that I can, LDS. I'm not a practicing member of the church. I was raised LDS, but I'm not a practicing member. What's up, Mason? For everybody that's just joining us, please consider double tapping your screen to like the stream. That helps us get into the YouTube algorithm, and since YouTube absolutely hates guns, that's always good. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Dad.
Yeah.
All right, I have my metal order.
Cool.
All right, I haven't done an IV check. This is my previous one. Not bad for a research medical.
All right.
That's pretty good for
pretty
paid
good. There you go.
research.
You should go charge your phone so that it's not dead when we want to go out.
Oh, I know.
So.
Oh, maybe. Oh, Ash.
Thank you, Michael Smithers. Thank you. So, hey, Brixton, what's going on? For those of you just joining us, I'm the Below Average Utah Dad. This is my channel. That was my son, also a YouTuber, Easy Man Games over there. I do a lot of firearm stuff. I like to talk to people about firearms, firearm laws, talk to people about how to get into firearm ownership, what kinds of things you should look out for, what kinds of things you should look for. But Murphy, who's in the chat, who's just joined us, or who's been in here, is sharing something that happened. Somebody stole one of his firearms out of his vehicle, and Murphy, I'm going to be completely honest. It kind of brings up something that a lot of people talk about. I won't leave a firearm in a vehicle. I don't leave guns in cars, ever. It is the most common way for criminals to obtain firearms is from vehicles. Unless you have a safe in your car, some kind of lockbox or something that you can put it in that is completely that's separate. I personally refuse to put a firearm into a vehicle. So, Wendigo, what's going on, buddy? Marlin 3030, that's awesome. Sweet. Hey, everybody. Sammy is live. That's Benslerful 2.0. Michael, I am a veteran. Wendigo, my favorite gun that I own is my AK-47, but it's not here because it's at the gun doctor. It's actually getting some work done on it to make it a little bit more stock than what it was. So I don't have it here, but I did just buy yesterday this one right here. This is my Henry lever action Golden Boy. It has the octagon barrel and it's chambered at 45-70. Oh, dude, that sucks, man. Kieran, it's because you were posting. It's because you were posting stuff. So when for those of you who don't know, if you're commenting in the live streams, then you get a little crown, and it's like experience your level of interaction and engagement on the stream. So you get that. Hey, Subscribite T9. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Michael, I'm pretty excited. I haven't shot it yet. Cheapest and most expensive gun that I own. So the cheapest gun that I own. Okay, so we need to clarify this. Is this the cheapest gun as in the gun that I paid for? Because some of these I've inherited, so therefore they're free. So those would be the cheapest guns that I own. Dang, look at this guy. He's all over it. Thank you, bud. SBD, I do not have an AK-12. I am sorry, Vince. Yeah, Auslander brings up a good point. Don't use a gun you like to defend yourself. Oh, Wendigo, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, hey, we've got 70 people in here almost. Let's do this. Let's say if we get to 70 likes, or 75 likes. If we get up to 75 likes, the 75 thumbs up from double tapping the screen, we will do a toast. So we'll do gin tonight. We'll do a double shot of gin. Michael, yeah, this is a Winchester 120, and this is a Japanese SKB M7300. What's going on, Nugget? Tim, hello. I have a bunch of popcorn upstairs. So if what's the brand? My AK is a Norinco, actually. It's a Type 56. Well, it was a Type 56, then it became an NHM, and then, a Mac 90. It's kind of a cross between all three of those because it was stuck in import and all that. 44 carbine. What's going on, guys? Auslander. I'm not going to do any desk pops with any guns, no matter how many likes we get. But we'll do some fun things. If we get to 200 likes, I will try and I'll give something away. I'll do something. I'm at 82 people watching. So if one of you, okay, so we've got lots of people commenting, we've got lots of people watching. If somebody would be so kind as to create a great banner message to help people want to like and share the stream, that would be awesome. That's the best way to help when we're doing live streams, outside of donating to the channel, is liking and sharing, or liking and subscribing. So somebody give us a message. I will pin it. That'll be our banner for the night. Michael, awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you I'm glad you found us, man. And yes, SBD, I do. I have a Colt Anaconda in 44 Magnum right there. The SIG 365 does hold 17+1. However, the Glock 17, or in my case, the PSA Dagger full size, also holds 17+1, or 17 plus whatever size magazine you have. Joe, hey, welcome to the channel. So yeah, if we can get up to 75 likes, we'll do a toast. I'll do a double shot of gin for our toast. I have aviation gin because I'm a fan of Ryan Reynolds, even though his wife is kind of crazy. Really like him. He's funny. No homo. SIG 365 holds 17 in the mag and 1 in the leg. Oh, I thought it said one in the pipe. I'm sorry, dude. Totally went over my head. The SIG P320. Does the 365 shoot by itself too? I don't know. Kieran's got it. Thank you, Kieran. We'll pin that for now. Awesome. Zesty but no homo. That's right. Zesty but no homo. So yeah, so we have a lot of fun here on the channel. We do the live streams. We try to do them every night. This week's obviously been a very busy night. But yeah. So we haven't done them every night. But we're gonna try to get back into the groove. We're gonna do tonight. We're gonna try to do tomorrow night as well. But dude, I'm really excited. We've done. Tyler, no, we're not gonna do a desk pop. We don't do desk pops. I mean, well, I can desk pop this. There we go. That's kind of like a desk pop. Close enough, right? As far as YouTube and the liberals are concerned, I mean, that was like a weapon of mass destruction. Firefox Vlogs, kind of like airsoft. It's kind of like airsoft if airsoft used gunpowder and lead. URG1 versus NSW Recce. Aaron, I'm not familiar enough with that to even comment, dude. The channel's below average Utah Dad because I don't own anything fancy, dude. My fanciest gun is probably my Colt and my AK-47 that I own. 365 fuse. I saw somebody buy the 365 fuse last night. So, Kimosabe, what's going on? Put some pot seeds in a Red Ryder and shoot the dirt. See, no, probably not going to do that. Desk pop a flashbang. I don't have any flashbangs, but we might get something like a flashbang soon. Oh, yep. Manugget, I'm gonna. Kieran, I really liked yours. But I think Manugget just stepped it up, man. He's got Eagles on there, and he said like and subscribe for America. It's tough. That's a tough one. Yeah, I do have a shed out there. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. For those of you that are just joining us, I'm Below Average Utah Dad. This is my channel. Kaihoman, send me an LPVO. Let's see your helmet. I actually don't have a helmet. I have a gas mask. I have baseball hats. I have lots of baseball hats. I have a full set of chem gear. But oh, dude, Murphy. Yeah, he's toast. He's completely like hook, line, and sinkered the whole anti. I don't even know how much he's truly a Democrat and liberal. I think he's just so anti-Trump. He refuses anything that Trump would support. He absolutely is against. If you want to see me that M40 gas mask, I wouldn't complain. So this one's an M45, but yeah, that's right. High heel sneakers. These are my running shoes actually, because I was out doing I was out getting stuff for my daughter's birthday today, so I was like walking around all day today at different stores. That's right, I do. These are actually ASIC Gel Cayano 30s, I think. If you pronate when you run, they're really good to help correct that, and they have a really long mileage. These are like 700-mile shoes. So his diabetic dad shoes, kind of like that, except I'm not diabetic. I don't think guns should be a political statement. I'm very far left and think we should all go. Dude, Kyle, I'm with you, dude. I have lots of buddies that are super not. They're not on the same side of me politically, but they understand. I tell people, I've made videos about this, like I'm guessing you'll support this statement. Let's say, for instance, because like I voted for Trump, I'm not a Republican, I'm a conservative, I'm a constitutional conservative, all that stuff. But it's one of those things that I've said, let's say for a second that the left, that the Democrats, that they're right, that Donald Trump actually wants to institute like Hitler level stuff across the board. I don't think that's true. I don't think he's actually Hitler, but that's beyond the point. Let's say that that's true. Like, how do all the people on the left that are also advocating for getting rid of every single kind of gun or getting rid of AR-15s, how do you fight back without guns? I mean, there's people that are out there that talk about how terrible it is that I even own this lever gun. This was designed back in the 1800s. Yes, this is a newer model, but it was designed after the 1800 style lever action rifle. It's Henry Arms. They've been around forever. All right? And people want to say that this is illegal to own. There's people in Colorado that are trying to get this type of rifle banned. Like, that's what I mean. Yeah, and that's where I love having people like Kaiho, who's on here. All right? He just said he's far left, but he still thinks everybody should own guns. And I think that's awesome. Because there are a few things that I think we can all come to terms with and all agree with. One, Cracker Barrel shouldn't have rebranded. Freaking stupid. Sydney Sweeney looks good in jeans. Everyone should own guns. And anyone who's on the Jeffrey Epstein list needs to be thrown into a wood chipper because you were either participating or you were complicit with everyone that was participating. Does anyone disagree with that? If you disagree, please, by all means, like, go ahead and sound your voice. Thank you, Kaiho. I hope you like it. Also, we'll be giving away a gun later when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So hopefully by like the end of September, somebody's gonna get. I'm hoping that somebody gets a gun for Christmas. That's my goal. If I can give away a gun by Christmas because we hit 10,000 subscribers, that would be awesome. But yeah, that's what it is. And like I said, if we get to 200 likes tonight, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Hey Ezra, can you bring me my mug? Thanks, buddy. If we get to 200 subscribers tonight, whoever is still on when we get to 200 subscribers, if we get 200 more subscribers, that would be amazing. But if we get to 200 likes tonight, we'll do a spinning wheel. We'll do a spinning wheel, and I will give away something fun. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to give away. I will send you, not my mug, not my Pepsi one, but I will send you a Freedom mug. So I will send you one that says "We the People" on it. It's a 100-ounce insulated mug. You can put whatever you want in it. This happens to have Fresca in it right now because I really like Fresca. And yeah, Saucy, I am in Davis County. Thank you, Quick Split. Thank you. Happy to answer any questions. So there's a story behind this. So back in January, if you are a felon, flintlocks are not against the law, and also flare launchers are not against the law. Just a fun fact. And they do make flare launchers that happen to use 12-gauge shaped flares that may or may not be capable of using other 12-gauge shaped cartridges. So, fun fact for anyone who is a felon that feels that they still deserve the right to protect their family and their land and their property and everything like that, because I believe that you should, please consider looking into a 12-gauge flare device. They can't own anything with a trigger. They can't own a firearm that has a trigger. So anyways, story behind the mug. This is a mug that my mom and my stepdad got for me about 10 years ago. the reason I still have it is because for those of you that aren't new to the channel, you know that my stepfather passed away in January. And he's actually the one that kind of helped me want to kick off to kick off this channel and really start getting serious with it. So I'm not a huge Pepsi fan. I drink Diet Coke and I drink Diet Dr. Pepper and I drink Fresca. But no, I'm sorry. I play with plastic. This is a Model 120. Sorry, bud. It's a Winchester 120. Close. Close. I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Austin, my Walmart here where I live also does not sell any firearms. So, but yeah. So if we get to 200 likes tonight, we have 77 people watching. If we get to 200 likes, I will send you a We the People version of one of these mugs. It's a 100-ounce mug. It's insulated. They're great. Great for staying hydrated. Great for staying for losing weight, drinking lots of water, filling yourself up, and yeah, as a vet, like and someone who's still in the reserves, it's a big deal to me to always stay hydrated. And I love my mug. Thank you, Hectic. I appreciate it. I know. Yes, Thays. I have Fresca. I have peach Fresca in there. I went to Maverick. Maverick's a local gas station, and I can fill that up for $1. So I put Fresca in it, and then I do 4 pumps of sugar-free peach flavor in there. Tactical Llama, what's going on? Play with plastic. Thank you. Great question. Okay, so make sure, everybody, that if you're just joining us, if you're lurking in the background, please double tap the screen. Use your finger. Give YouTube the finger, this one, which some people say is low-key this one. Use your finger, double tap your screen, give us a thumbs up, like the stream, help us get it into that YouTube algorithm, infect them. That would be great. And then maybe consider subscribing if you are having a good time, because we do this a lot. And then I also put out lots of content, lots of shorts content. In fact, tomorrow, the unboxing video of the Henry is going to go live tomorrow at noon. But I'll answer the question. So this is all 3 of my ARs that I have. They are Aero Precision. The only one that's not full Aero is this one. It has an ATI lower. ATI. Rest your soul. So this is an Aero Precision AR-10 chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a Marlin Model 60 from Sears Roebuck. So it was Sears Roebuck used to sell it, so there's a special version of the of the Marlin Model 60 that was a Sears Roebuck. This, of course, is the newest gun to the channel, our Cowboy lever action Golden Boy with the octagon barrel, chambered in 4570, the Henry. This is an AR-15 with a 223 Wild barrel. This is a Winchester Model 120. Aero Precision EPC-9 9mm AR. This is a Japanese SKB Model 7300. Down here we have a PSA Dagger Full, which is like a Glock 17 clone, except mine has an MOS cut and a threaded barrel. This is a Colt Anaconda 6-inch original model from 1992, chambered at 44 Magnum, and that is a compact PSA Dagger, which is like a Glock 19 clone. Inside that gray MTAC bag is a PSA Dagger Micro, which is a clone of the Glock 43X. Not seen here on the stream is the AKM, the Norinco Type 56, that is at the Gun Doctor, getting a little bit of restoration work done to it that is beyond my capabilities. And also not seen here is the Mossberg 930 semi-automatic shotgun with an 18.5-inch barrel. I have some other guns that are not here in the state. They're up in Idaho, where my mom lives. She has them for her farm. So, yes, play with plastic. It's technically not exactly an AKM. It is a Norinco Type 56 single or semi-automatic AKM style rifle from China. So, Murphy, when's your comedy show? Dude, are you going to be at the, Murph, are you going to be at Wise Guys? Zaycorn, I have Glock clones. Yes, I play with plastic. We do have a Discord. No, my AKM is not a 5.56. I believe Norinco did make some Model 97 clones. Thank you, Llama. Thanks for taking on that. Hey man, do you know the right way to zeroing an ACOG scope? Quainem. So I've used an ACOG on an M4A1, the 3-round burst version. When we zero our M4A1, I'm going to be completely honest. The ACOG is on there. It's already attached. I pop the whole upper off, and I bore sight it before I start shooting anything. And then that's how I zero it to start. And then wherever it is, I just start zeroing it that way. When I've zeroed the ACOG that I sometimes shoot with in the air reserves, that's how I do it. So yeah, Norinco. I mean, so one thing that people don't realize about China, like China makes lots of cheap stuff, but some of their stuff that they make, like their firearms, for whatever reason, they've done a pretty good job of making firearm clones. Hey Bence, if you come into this, if you open a new screen with your computer, and you hop in here with that account, you can drop a link to your live stream. I don't have a problem with that. Since you're one of my mods, go ahead and do that. Drop a link to your live stream, and then hopefully some people will go check it out. Okay, bud? How much of a donkey does one have to be to know they are far from being a goat? That is an excellent question. I think the answer to that can be derived from the other question that a lot of people ask, and that's how many pancakes does it cover a doghouse if a wheel falls off of a jet ski while riding through the Himalayas? Cap Turca, I don't speak, I don't know what that is. Something rifle. ACOGs are awesome. Also, you can get some pretty decent ACOG clones. Like a lot of my stuff, people talk about all the time that these are plebe guns, that they're trash, whatever. That's fine. I'm fine with that. You can call my stuff trash. It all works really well. It all shoots really well, and I probably shoot it more than most people do. Like a lot of my accessories, those are Amazon accessories. You can get a pretty decent ACOG clone for like $300 on Amazon. It's called a Saturn Optic. It's from Cosmic Tactical. It's pretty nice. I play with music. My dream gun is a full auto P90. Colton, no. This one is the only lever gun that I own, and it's a 4570. Which, by the way, did you guys know Hornady makes some really cool 4570 rounds? I'm going to show you guys these. Check it out. Check that puppy out, guys. That's from Hornady. Hornady makes a really, really cool crush tip. You can see the copper's designed to flower really well. But to keep it ballistically coefficient as much as possible, they've got that soft tip there. It's pretty nice. Not real cheap, but this was the cheapest I could get when I purchased the rifle yesterday. So 20 rounds for about, I think it was like $38. Yeah, everybody. So Bence just posted in the stream. If you want to go check out Bensler, he's one of my subscribers. He's one of my mods. He's just barely hit 50 subscribers. He's trying to do his first stream. Go check out at BenslerFull 2.0. He put it in there. Please go check out his channel. Give him a like. Maybe give him a sub. Give him some love, man. Whiskey, there he is. Look, I've got her out. I've got the radio, which we need radio in here. So for those of you who don't know, also the reason this happened so quickly, the last time we bought a gun, took 2-3 months to get enough funds to buy the Colt. The reason we were able to do this so quickly is because someone was very generous on the channel, and they donated almost $500 towards that gun. And that's Don't Call Me Radio. So this rifle, we're going to get right here on the side, on both sides. We're going to get the inscription in old cowboy style lettering. We're going to get radio etched into the side of it. ATF is probably watching this drooling, and I'm sure one of them's got a chubby and he's rubbing one out. He's all kinds of excited. Ooh, did somebody ask about my wee-wee? Who asked? Django, I carry a Glock 43X clone. M16A4 with ACOG, but I don't have too much ammo to do the fine zeroing. I did bore sighting, usually I have like 10 rounds. Quain, the other thing you can do is you can order like a cheap from Amazon, order like a cheap bore laser. It's still not going to be perfect, but you can honestly do like a cheap bore laser, and you should be able to get it like 3 to 5 MOA close. I know that's not perfect, but 3 to 5 MOA should be good enough to qualify for any military qualification shoot that you do, if you need it for that. So if you were to get one of those bore lasers, I have one. I've used it. I have the one that's like, it's for like 10 different calibers. It's not great, but it works well enough, and that's what we do a lot of here is good enough. Because most of you don't need to shoot a target this big at 1,000 yards. Most of you don't need to know how to do that. Most of you just want to know how to shoot a target that conveniently looks about like a human torso at 10 to maybe 200 yards. That's what most of you should be doing. This is the defense target. Home defense, personal defense. This is what we're aiming for. This is what we talk about on this channel, is that size target. Murphy, go ahead and tell your joke. Sorry, bud. I apologize. Yeah, so Django, I have the Palmetto State Armory 19 clone. I have the Glock 19 clone. I have the Palmetto State Armory 43X clone in this gray MTAC bag, and then I also have the Glock 17 clone. So, ooh, real Micah Bell. I really want to get a Chiappa Rhino. That's the next revolver I want to get. I want to get a Chiappa Rhino. So, I haven't seen a bunch of Mexicans on here. The bunch of Mexicans hasn't been on in a while. Whiskey, I heard something about FPS Russia, but I didn't hear how the ATF got it. Thank you, Utro. Oh, RF Jedi. So I am a cybersecurity writer. I write cybersecurity policy. War Daddy, I agree. I do need an M1A. I do need an M1A. Why not? Yes. So, actually, Quain, here, we're going to go for a little field trip. I'm going to show you guys where I do my zeroing. Okay? Here we go. So this is my home. And you'll see, I'm going to go into my daughter's bedroom. This is the one whose birthday it was just the other day. All right. Do you see this nice big spot on the wall here? Right here. So what I will do is I will hang up a target right here. And then I will come down to here, which conveniently, I have measured it out. Check this out. Right here. Conveniently, from here to that wall is about 35 yards. And so what I will do, this is where my daughter does her nails, is I will move this table over here, and I'll move this chair right over here, and I will prop my firearms up on that table, and I will bore sight first with my scope at 35 yards on that wall with a target. And then I will use my, my bore laser, and I will bore laser the sight at 35 yards. Most optics at 25 to 50 yards, if you have it zeroed in at 25 to 50 yards, at 100 yards, you should have very minimal difference in your drop or rise on those optics. If you have a different experience, please feel free to share it in the chat. But my experience has been, I've been shooting for 35 years. My experience has been that whatever it's sighted in at, if it's between 25 and 50 yards, you are going to have maybe less than an inch of drop or rise if you've sighted it in properly. If you've bore sighted it in properly at 25 to 35 yards, if you can hit it, if you then shoot around at 25 to 35 yards and you can get it dead center, what you're looking at 100 yards, you should see less than an inch left, right, up, or down from that point at 25 to 50 yards. You shouldn't have to zero iron sights very often. Extents. Kieran, probably not for a Weichel. Yeah, whiskey, you can actually do that. There's actually there's data that you can there's algorithms that you can download for any network controller or software defined networking where you can do that, whiskey. I can do that at my house. My house, so I used to work for the company Ubiquity, and I have all Unify. I have Ubiquity products in my house. And so the Unify line of products, you can actually go through and you can use your Wi-Fi signal and it can sense, you can map out your house with your Wi-Fi signal and get like the rooms and everything. And if I have that turned on, I can actually look at that map of my house and I can see what the Wi-Fi signal looks like and see if something has changed about the regular signal between all the APs, and I can tell when someone's in my house or where someone is. Yeah, so Extrin, true. Well, see, Extrin, you don't see this. I also have this freaking Halo Special Edition Bolt Caster 40K depleted uranium Magnum revolver semi-automatic thing. Yeah. Patrick, because it worked, because I don't have a real fancy gun wall. So why not? Big Baller, if you're asking my thoughts on Israel without just outright asking my thoughts on Israel, I support Israel. I'm in the military. They are a strong military ally. They're the only country in the Middle East that doesn't basically and ultimately want Western civilization to die. So I support Israel. Yeah. Yeah. I don't support nations that elect terrorist organizations into government and military to then go and be shady and do shit like that. So cool. I'm glad you think it's lame. Nice, Kieran. Yeah, if you've got the money, do it. Yeah, Kieran, so this is just me, but, also, everybody, we have 126 people watching. Thank you so much. We're 45 minutes in. I need to make sure. Pink Knight! Did you design the Be Kind, Be Hard to Kill patch? Were you at the KAOC? We were talking about camo. Just had to tell you, I got a giant score of woodland camo jacket pant. Awesome. Yep. Hold on. That one? Right there? If you appreciate that, buddy, you'll also appreciate that one. No, they didn't have the shiny ones when I was there last year. I came home in May of last year from the chaos. Oh shit. So, this is a Winchester 120. This one is an SKB 73 M7300. Stifler in the house. Everybody go check out Stifler Manufacturing. If you're a Glock guy, he makes Glock slides. Kablamo, also known as Ammo Alchemist, also known as Official Ammo Alchemist. No, I wasn't there this year. I came back last year in May. I was going to warn everybody. So real quick, we're at 45 minutes. We have 81 people watching. I see 60 likes. YouTube is doing this really shady thing right now. If you get to 45 minutes to an hour into your live stream and you have over a certain number of people watching, if you are not at, I think it's 75% of the people watching, they will stop putting your stream into the algorithm. And there we go. We just lost 30 people. Look at that. We just lost 30 people. So please, if you haven't, like the stream. If you want this stream, if we want to keep going, get lots more people in here, join our happy family, talk about guns, all the fun stuff, then yeah, please make sure you're liking that stream. And in 9 likes, when we hit 75, we're going to do our toast. And we're going to do a double shot of aviation gin for our toast tonight, which will be probably not pleasant. Thank you, Xtrend. So, if you haven't, please make sure to like the stream and maybe consider subscribing. That would be awesome. Thank you, Waz. Thank you. But no, I wasn't there at LUD this year. I had most of my buddies that I was there with, they have since come home too. So I know everybody that was there during all the extra spiciness. We were there when we started shooting at the Houthi, though. Yep, Jedi, yeah. You asked a question. I was not at DEF CON this year. I did not go down to Vegas to go to DEF CON. Somebody that I work with went down there. I was not able to go because I was writing RMF policy for a radar system. Play with plastic. Are any of my mods in the stream? If not, that's okay. We'll do this. All right, hold on. I'm gonna post my my Discord link. Okay, guys, here's my Discord link. There's my Discord link. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on X. I'm on all the social media things. Wow, we just dropped down to 37. And that's how quick they do it, guys. Look at that. We were at 5 minutes ago we were at 120 people. We're now at 37. We have 37 people watching now. We were at 120 5 minutes ago. So, William, hey, welcome from Pennsylvania. Some dude was saying white power in the N-word, but I hope he's gone. Yeah, I don't see anybody saying that. I have seen a lot of good stuff about the Prodigy. Is the Echelon a double stack 1911? Is it a 2011 style pistol? Jedi, absolutely. You can email me at belowaverageutahdad. Jedi, I would highly recommend cybrary.it. Great resource for training. You don't pay that much for their stuff, but all their stuff counts as credits towards CEs, and you can get some really great training to go and do to go take the tests. Okay. Thank you, McNugget. Worldwide, you got I don't think so. I don't think so worldwide. If you got banned, if somebody got banned and you don't think you were supposed to be banned, please feel free to speak up and tell me what you said. Wait. What joke? Oh, McNugget. Dude, McNugget, you gotta hold on. That's Murphy. He's one of my guys, bud. Hold on. Shit. Oh. Hold on. We gotta unban. How do we unban him? No, McNugget, he's one of my, he lives near me. He's one of my buddies. Hold on, guys. At M Murphy 1450. Ah, shoot. Come on. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. No, he's... My nugget. I'm gonna have to send him a message on, hold on. I'm sure that this is everything you guys wanted it to be. All right. Yeah, I can't undo it. I'm sorry, Nugget. I'm gonna remove you as a moderator. I have to do that now. So when we... Awesome Jedi. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was another dude that was saying stuff about like Jews and everything like that. I just messaged him on my Google Voice. Sorry, Nugget. So I've done it in the past. If when you make a mistake, I have to take away your privileges. Yeah, we'll start a GoFundMe for Murphy since he got banned. Oh man, I sent him a message though. I told him I was sorry and that it was a mistake, and that I pulled your mod privileges. Sorry, Nugget. You've got to re-earn it, bad. Well, so before you ban anybody, because this happened with Worldwide. That's why Worldwide brought it up. Before you can ban anybody, you have to ask. You can. So, always ask before banning anybody. So now anybody who's ever mod on my streams, if you're ever promoted to mod, before you ever ban anyone or silence anybody's stuff, you need to make sure to ask. Oh, there's only a few people that have been doing this for as long as they have that don't have to ask. One of them's J-Dog and one of them's Chief Hellhunter. No, Big Baller is not Murphy. Yeah. So I just put Big Baller in timeout, even though he's not there. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Nugget. I like you. You've done a good job. I think you've done a pretty good job in the past. But yeah, that was a no-no. If I really wanted to be a dick, what I would do is I would make worldwide one of my mods. And I know he doesn't like mods. It happens. It's happened to a couple of my mods before. They've banned somebody that they weren't supposed to, or banned before they asked. There's only like 3 mods. There's only like three mods that I have that have carte blanche to just make decisions that I don't question. And they're not here right now. Hey, what's up, Secret? Do they kind of, so we're at 69. We're at 69 likes. Nice. So did you guys see what happened? We're down to 16. We hit that 45-minute mark, and they took us from 120 down to 30. And then in the last 15 minutes, they took us down by another 15%. That's what happens if you are not at 75% of your viewers in likes. They'll just stop putting it into the stream. Because what happens is people will come in and they'll watch the stream for a little bit and they'll like, and they might watch it, but then they'll scroll out. But they do that, like, it'll show up in people's streams, and they'll just be scrolling through all of the live streams. And so they'll sit in there for a little bit, and then they cycle through, and they'll come, and it'll cycle back and things like that. I'm sure you guys have experienced it. But yeah. Looks like that's what happened. Is they yeah, I talked to him. He's going to be back in 24 hours. He'll be back in 24 hours. I was just chatting with him. Yeah. Unify is awesome, RF Jedi. No, so I don't... It depends on what you mean by permitting racism. So you probably may have saw an N-word message. I don't assume anyone's race in my Discord. So I don't promote racism, but I also don't subscribe to the idea that there is inherent racism in the world. Like, to me, I don't use the N-word because I think it's dumb. But like, if people use the N-word, I'm not gonna assume that they're terrible people. I'm assuming that they're probably using it because they think it's stupid. I know there's plenty of black dudes that are in there, and they might use the N-word, or they might drop a meme or something. I understand. If it will have a negative effect, then by all means, like, don't go into the Discord. My Discord is definitely like the Wild Wild West. It is a place that I just let people kind of do what they want. If it's bad, if they start making threats and stuff, then they get kicked out. The other side of the Wild Wild West is it's kind of like a fully armed society. If you mess up in there, then I remove you completely and you don't get to come back. So no, I get it. When you work in when you work in the field that Jedi's talking about, when you work in my field, there's certain things that you can be associated with that people find like that you're a part of a Discord or a Reddit account or anything like that, where there's anything even remotely politically incorrect, it can have a very detrimental effect on your ability to get a job or work in certain fields. So I don't promote any type of hate, but I'm also not going to tell someone they're not allowed to say things. What will happen is if they choose to do it, they'll suffer the consequences, like in real life. So, yeah. Do you see the video of the guy who shot the bear? Yes, Whiskey. I did see the AR defense against a bear video, which I think is great. What I love about that, granted, it's a black bear, but a black bear is still like a 300-pound piece of muscle, you guys. So, or more, 300 to 600 pounds. A black bear is not a small animal. All right. So this dude offed a black bear with his AR. It got into his house. Yeah. So anybody who's like, oh man, AR, you wouldn't use that against something like that. Like, yeah, I would. I would absolutely use an AR. Yeah. It was also a great example of how a weapon light was useful. That's why I have a light on my AR. Yeah. I agree, Rock Lobster, but also if the black bear is in my house, I'm going to shoot it. Radio, everybody who is still here, who heard me talking earlier about donations to the channel, Don't Call Me Radio was our very, very generous benefactor. And Radio, if you look, she is here. The rifle that will bear your namesake here in the near future is here on the wall. The 4570 Golden Boy octagon barrel brass receiver Henry lever action cowboy gun. Yes. What's up, Nugget? Press on. What's going on, bud? So Radio, I've talked to a couple places. I'm gonna see what it's gonna take for me to get that to get it etched on both sides. We're gonna get it in. Whiskey, yes. Ugh. So there it is. Sorry, I've still got it on the tripod, so it's. Nugget, if you want to earn, you can earn your mod rights back. I've done that. I can do it off screen. So here, look at this shotgun. You guys can listen off screen. Okay, ready? It's smooth, guys. It's smooth. Yeah, she's smooth. There, I turned her around so you can see the gate and everything on it. So there's the ejection port and the gate. So Nugget, the way that you would earn trust back, and it sounds like I'm gonna have to end this stream pretty soon. Sounds like my daughter and her friends are home. The way that you can earn your mod privileges back is continue continue to come and participate on our live streams. Continue to be a good advocate of the Second Amendment and the First Amendment, and participate. And probably, if you can continue to show support when we do live streams and everything, in like a week or so, we'll do like a week probation, and then maybe we can earn some privileges back. That's typically what it is. It's usually about just like you ban somebody for 24 hours. They probably shouldn't have been banned. I'm gonna remove. Yeah. So just keep being a good guy. Just press on. Hey, buddy. Hey, Jody. Yep. I'm actually getting ready to step up. We're not quite at 75, so we've been going for 75 minutes, but we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. We're gonna end the stream. So I thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for joining us. We had a great live stream. It's been, I think the last one I did was on like Tuesday, so it's been a great day. Very excited to have the Henry here with us. Yeah. Also, that's the other thing, Nugget, is doing the. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got to 76. Okay, here we go. This is a hefty shot, you guys. All right. Here we go. Hats off to everybody that's joining us. Obviously, a tip to the 22. Oh, shoot. I need to do my 22 push-ups. I still need to do that video. To the 22 veterans that take their lives every day after losing the battle with mental health and mental illness. And obviously, a toast to Mr. Radio and the radio rifle that is now here and part of our family and part of our channel. So if there is something that you want us to toast to next time we're online, please, when we do a live stream, bring your subject that you want us to toast to, and we'll toast to them as well when we hit our goals. Love you guys. Always stay sexy. Always stay sexy. Always carry the round in the chamber. Salute. Oh. All right. Well, I'm going to go be a dad, and I'm going to go help.
Are we going to head out
for
rating?
Yep, we are.
Because we only have like 40 minutes.
I know. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Please check out the channel, check out the other social medias, and like I said, if you're interested in winning some stuff or being part of stuff, please like the channel, subscribe, go check out the stuff, and we'll have a good time. Love you guys. Till next time.